Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Trolls World Tour. This is a 2020 film. It is rated PG. It runs an hour and a half. It stars the voice talents of Anna Kendrick, Justin Timberlake, Rachel Bloom, and others. The description: when the queen of the hard rock trolls tries to take over all the troll kingdoms, Queen Poppy and her friends try different ways to save all the trolls. This is Trolls World Tour. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for watching this video. I'm a little late to the game on watching this movie. Not everyone has watched it because a lot of people have low expectations of this. A lot of people have watched this and really hated it hardcore. I'm not going to be one of those people, but I do understand that point of view a little bit. But let's get into the positives a little bit. Number one, this is a musical movie. There's nothing wrong with any given musical movie. A lot of people have hated on Cats, thinking that was one of the worst movies, but it's a piece of art. It's a Broadway play. There's a lot of good things about that movie, and I kind of enjoyed it when I saw it in theaters. This has been hated on so hard because it just has like radio music on it. It's just a farce, that's what people are calling it. The music and the movie have a lot of messages in it, and they can't pass along those messages if they don't have the certain songs that they want in here. So if you're missing that completely, then I'm sorry, but that's why they have the songs in here, to entertain, to communicate with other musical trolls. So that part is good. And I like movies that have music in them, and a lot of times really true musicals have just songs in them, hardly any dialogue, and you have to get the story within the song. So there's a lot more to this movie than people think. I just want to put that out there. That being said, and among the messages of friendship and watching out for people and the whole diversity issue that's in here, and I understand people are comparing this to other movies, but almost every movie we have nowadays has been like another movie. You can compare it to something else. So I'm not really too hung up on that whole idea. The thing that gets me is the common sense issue. So many things in this movie, and I did not write them down because there were just too many, at least 20. I'm sure I could write down at least 20 things wrong with this movie that just make no common sense at all. That's what gets me in this movie. Somebody goes to one of the musical places, and they decide to sing one of their songs to try and introduce themselves, and nobody is supposed to know about anybody else. Like, that's what the picture is painting. Like, that was when Poppy and her little gang went to the country world and did like this pop medley. I was like, what are you doing? Like, you've never seen these people before in your lives. You never even knew they existed until like earlier that day or the day before. Like nothing makes sense. And like things like that, there's at least 19 more examples of how stupid things are in this movie. That's what gets me. Is because like the other thing that just is blatant, no common sense. What's the point of this movie? The Queen of Hard Rock is trying to get 6 strings, right? We don't know what those 6 strings are, but we eventually figured them out. They literally introduce us to at least 12 or 13 different categories of music in this movie. So why are there only 6 strings? I don't get it. I just, there's no common sense to it. So that's the worst part. I would say the graphics and the trolls being funny and enjoying life and, you know, discovering their identities and all this other stuff that's in the movie is fine. And it paints for a fine movie. I think it is insulting to our intelligence, but honestly, ask yourselves, do kids care if a movie is insulting to their intelligence? No. They're discovering things. They're watching for the colors. They're listening to the songs. You know, I mean, that's literally why every children's movie is a success, because it either has music or cute little characters or whatever else. So, what do you grade a movie like this that is so stupid for adults but so probably fun for kids? You know, I don't know. And I think this is one of the most intriguing movies out there because people can talk about this for years to come, how bad it is for adults and how much fun it is for kids. So me personally, I'm just gonna give Trolls World Tour a C minus. I'm not gonna put it on my worst list of the year because I think there's going to be people out there that really like this. And I understand that. And I take that into consideration when I'm watching things. I'm like, okay, yes, I'm having trouble with this. No, things are not making sense in my brain, but does it really matter what I think? You know, I'm thinking that way when I watch a movie. So I sort of enjoyed it. I sort of understand why people can hate it. There are some crazy reviews out there of this movie that just rip it apart. If you want to get, you know, to know that, go for it. But I would say stick away from that and just accept what I'm saying, that the music is fine, the characters and the funny parts are fine, and it's just a fine movie. Just if you want to watch it, go ahead, but don't get so worked up about it and stress about it. It's just a children's movie. There's no point in ripping it apart when kids and the like, and some adults might still enjoy this. So just let it go, give it a middle of the grade, middle of the road grade, and just move on with your life is my opinion. So a C minus for Trolls World Tour. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.